Good morning, YouTube. I'm tired, but I'm excited.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
Yeah, it's time for us to pack to get going on this trip. How late in the year is this? This is our first trip because of all that work we was doing on the RV. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to some of the stuff as far as packing. You know what? Out of all the stuff that I pack, the thing that I don't like packing the most is all my electronics, as far as all the camera gear and my laptop and all that, because it needs to be set up inside the RV, or I need to make sure that I can access all that stuff. Other than that, I don't mind packing all the heavy stuff in the back of the truck and that. That doesn't bother me. Heidi cleaned the grill. We actually cooked on this, throughout the winter on the porch here. And, yeah, it needed clean. She says, boy, I'm glad we took a look at that. She goes, it was disgusting. She goes, I didn't even realize it. So here we are all set up. And I should have showed you what it looked like underneath this cover. Well, I will. I'll try to make sure I show that to you at some point. Because I did find a way to secure this. If somebody wants this, they've got to cut through that shredded steel cable in multiple places before it'll actually come off. Even then, it's a cloudy day, but it's pretty warm. I guess it's in the lower 70s, and it's a little bit on the humid side. We did not get a chance to wash this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to move my butt fast enough to get this washed today. I just shot that video and posted it of me filling up the tanks and doing all that weighing and stuff. If you guys have not seen that, check it out. I found that there is a common factor on these videos that I shoot, and that is no matter how much I go over something, there's always a new viewer or a new subscriber that hasn't had a chance to see my previous videos and will ask or inquire about something that not so much has been covered, but would have been answered just if they paid attention. And that's nobody's fault. I do the same thing. I'll run into a video that I'll watch and it's like, well, that don't make any sense. I'm not sure how they're going to make that work. And then I go back and they have, hundreds of videos like we do, and it's like, I can't even go back to the beginning. I don't even know where this all started. It's too much. One thing I want to stress, though, is that my truck, fully loaded, and this RV, fully loaded, can tow this RV at 100 miles an hour. I'm not going to do 100 miles an hour. That's irresponsible. It can do it, but I won't do it. The RV could be loaded and overloaded to 9,000 pounds. I'm not going to do that. That's dumb. That's irresponsible. I think that a lot of people are mistaking the overload situation and the weight carrying capacity situation as you can go over, you're going to do it, you're having a problem, it's not going to work. And yet, they really haven't paid much attention to the fact that if I'm talking about it, that means I'm conscious about it. If I'm conscious about it, then I'm sure I could make an error, but most likely not. I'm not going to overload this RV. So as far as if somebody thinks that the weight of the RV is not going to accommodate my needs, sure it will. It'll accommodate my needs because my needs will adjust to whatever this trailer will give me. The same with the truck. I'm not going to go buy a fifth wheel that weighs in at 19,000 pounds because my truck won't allow it. It's just not going to happen. So you'll just adjust to what is necessary. So that's what I want you to do whenever you're thinking about this for your own RV or traveling or anything like that. Realize that you're going to need to adjust what you carry, what you haul, what you load, and how you load based on what parameters the equipment gives you. And in my case, I know that this camper will only allow me to load 1,980 pounds worth of cargo and extras. So whatever I have on the RV and whatever I put into the tanks can never exceed total with the weight of the RV 6,300 pounds. I'll just make sure that never happens. Whatever the ability is of the RV is what I'm going to do with the RV. Whatever the ability is of the truck is what I'm going to do with the truck. I'm not going to overload it. I'm just not going to do it. You know, this may seem like common sense to some, but there's some that maybe it don't. Whenever you go to load your RV, it's just best that you get your keys out and unlock all the compartment doors that you think you're going to access at some point. The reason is because some people may lose the keys because they're walking around trying to unlock as they need, and the other ones is because you don't want to be carrying something and then having to find the keys to unlock whatever it is you're trying to load into. It's just best to unlock everything. I really can't stress how great it is to be able to open your tailgate with your trailer hooked up. Now, as far as my concerns, I was always worried whenever I was installing this electric jack, or when I first bought this electric jack, that it might not allow this, because you can see, I know the camera again it's a deceiving angle. It is a wide angle, but I have plenty of room to get to the back of my truck here and load up what I need. Somebody had mentioned about out west traveling too. I have this water tank that's for that reason. If I need extra water, I don't need to necessarily carry it on the RV. I can carry it in my truck. Remember, my truck is overkill for this trailer, so it gives me a little bit more room. Let me pull this stuff out. I'm going to sweep this out, make it clean, and then start loading up. I did forget to tell everyone the other day I went and had my tires rotated for the first time, and got a front end alignment, and they had to change one camber bushing for the ball joints, and that was it. And the truck actually goes down the road a little bit better than in what it did before. And these tires, I'm just telling you, they're incredible as far as wear. I can't remember how many miles it's been since I got these tires. I have the paperwork inside, but it's been a lot. Now, as far as setting up for the trip, you know, the night before, it's always good to turn on your refrigerator, freezer, whatever, both. And a little bit of stuff on there. That's kind of funny. And put something in there so you can see what we're at right now. Or maybe you can't, because I can barely see it. It is 20 degrees in there. 20 degrees. That's real close to the cooling fins. And we got ice packs up here too. Those ice packs will help keep it cool. The other thing that I do is I turn on my water heater. I want the water hot back in that tank, because that water will stay hot for a long time. I mean, tonight when we go to take our showers, there'll be no doubt that I'll have hot water. Something I'm going to adopt. Jay Super, thanks for watching as always. Jay's got himself a new RV that he purchased, I think last year, if I'm not mistaken. Jay, I'm a little scattered brain on that. He suggested, or he says, that whenever they go on trips, longer trips, they only carry about 30 gallons of fresh water in their RV. And you know, I never really thought about it. I've just always prepared for the worst, I guess you could say. And I've kept that full tank. I've always kept my tank completely full. And I think I might drop some water out of there. I might actually put less, just because it would be easier to tow. It would be less wear on the truck and the trailer if I would only run, instead of 48 gallons of freshwater tank, maybe I only need about 30 gallons of fresh water in the tank. Actually, I know you go less than that, because tonight, our first stop, I know we're going to be stopping where there's going to be water available. So there's a thought.
Okay, so everything's in the back of the truck. Shoot, I didn't show you guys that. Crap. Well, I'm sure you'll see it at some point. Maybe we can see it through the window. Nah, we can't. Let me open this. I got my toolbox in here, my electrical box. There's a beach thing. There's 2 propane tanks. Of course, my blue tank. Chairs. There's a jumper pack, air compressor, my ladder, the grill, the spare tire, another folding chair we use a lot. Of course, the WeBoost mast antenna thing that goes on the RV here. And then just another box for my weight distribution bars when they're off. And speaking of the weight distribution bars, I went ahead and took this link out of this side, or what I mean is I backed it off. Used to be they were uneven. One had to have so many links, the other had to have so many links. I think this one had to have 7 links and that one had to have 8 links. Well, for whatever reason, now they both can have 7 links, or I'm sorry, 8 links, and it's equal. It's equal. Now, I might have to give that an oomph. Let me turn off my jack. And what I mean by that is I might have to add pressure to them. As far as my frame, again, speaking with Jay Super on this, at least in comments, he said something about the frame being kind of small and the carrying capacity. This is a 4-inch frame. It is small. It's very small. It's a 4-inch channel. And as far as tongue weight, the max that they recommend is 750. And that's what I'm basically at, is 750 pounds of tongue weight. So I'm right about where it needs to be. And as far as the bars, the max you can have on weight distribution bars is 750. Well, these are 600. I don't really need as much weight distribution because the truck being a little bit heavier of a truck, it can handle it for the most part. But yeah, I think it does look like it's squatting a little bit. Here comes Heidi. She was over getting a snack. What we'll do is we'll drive it down the road quite a few miles, and if I feel anything strange, maybe I'll add tension to these bars. I can go up 1 link. Anyways, we're pretty much ready to go. We did not get to wash and wax the RV. It's filthy. Hopefully it rains. That'll be a good excuse. So what did Heidi get?
A sub. We're not ever eating subs for, well, I should say, not ever.
Yeah, we eat subs because it's right there. It's so easy. All right, so Heidi's hopping in the car. We're going to head up and weigh the RV. I went ahead and had Heidi take a look at the tank inside, and we drained off about 15 gallons of the freshwater tank. Just, again, because it's probably a good idea. So we're going to go up the street the wrong way, and then we'll come down and head out the right way. And well, yeah, I'll tell you how much this thing weighs with all the crap in the back of the truck now. Alright guys, so you can definitely tell that we lightened up the RV because I've added all this stuff inside the truck, the toolbox and the spare tires and whatever else. And how much was it more?
560.
Yeah, so we're 560 pounds heavier combined, the truck and trailer. I didn't measure just the trailer. I just wanted the truck and trailer because we already know that the trailer weighs about 5,500 pounds with a full tank. So it's probably about 5,300 pounds. Plus we added the generator, so that added some more. Anyways, not a big deal, but we're on our way.
So now you know.
Yeah, we all know. Alright guys, you can see we're on the Ohio Turnpike. If you guys are from this part of the country, it looks pretty familiar. We've been driving, I don't know, for a little while. We still have about 95 miles to go, and we're going to be stopping at a RV rest stop. It's the last Turnpike rest stop that has RV parking before we get to Indiana, and we're just going to stop there for the night. These are going to be real nice, easy drives. None of this 700-mile with 2 little naps type drive like I did when we went to Florida. We're only doing maybe 170 miles today and less than 200 miles tomorrow, so we'll continue to keep you updated. If there's anything exciting that happens, I'll let you know. but most likely not. It's just a little construction and Friday traffic. That's about it. Well, I know you guys probably can't see, but off in the distance there is John and Heather Schrag. They were hunting us down. They're on their way to the same camping location that we are. However, they're getting there early. They're going to be there a day early. So yeah, they stopped at the last RV park like this on the turnpike, and then came to this one and seen us immediately, which is kind of funny. So we're going to see them a little bit in the future here, but I barely fit in the spot. You're not supposed to be over 40 feet. I am a little bit over 40 feet, but I kind of crammed myself in. It's $20. You get electric. So I've got the hot water tank fired up. I got the air conditioning turned on, and we're going to, God, this thing is so filthy. You can see how much I'm hanging out here. And we're going to head out to the rest area inside and see what they have to offer. But, oh, I forgot to put the water thing in there, right? Forgot to put the cover back over the water. When we drained it out, we needed to see where we were. So yeah, we're going to head in and see what they got to offer. The RV towed really well. I just checked all the temperatures on all of the tires and wheels, and they're all at 100 and anywhere from 97 to 111 was the hottest, and that was on the front. And we got the fan running in here to help circulate the air. So yeah, we're here. It's going to be nice to get a nice hot shower tonight and relax.
Is there a reason why we don't have the...
No, it needs turned on. Yeah, we forgot to turn on that. And the electricity's still running 111. Let's see what the polarity...
places.
Yeah, it's got correct polarity, but it's not bad. Oh, it's not a low. We have this on, we have the air on, we have the hot water tank on, we have a fan on. So
and
that's
it's lower than a campground.
I don't know.
Yeah,
we have this on.
We always have that
this
stuff
air
on.
I don't know. They
That's
just
all
all kicked.
normal.
I don't know. That's a lot of electricity to be drawn. It's not bad. So we're gonna have to set up here for the night and see what we are going to end up doing. I'm wanting to potentially edit some video and post it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. So what we'll do is we're going to leave you for the night because there's not much that's going to happen tonight. Nothing exciting about the rest area inside there, and we'll pick this up tomorrow morning. How do we get to tomorrow morning?
We take a sleep.
No, that's not how we get in the morning. How do we get these guys tomorrow morning?
I don't know. 4, 3, 2, bam!
Good morning. We're at our first stop, like you saw last night, and we're getting ready to head out.
This isn't bad at all out here. It's so quiet. It reminds us of home because every once in a while we hear a truck engine brake. There's the girl. Oh, Panther. There's a Panther truck. The only reason I say anything about the Panther truck is because I used to sit at a desk and work expedite, and Panther was not our competition. They were just another trucking company in the area that we knew of, that we would lose employees to occasionally, or we would get employees from. So very quiet here, nice day. We saw the Schrags briefly, and we're gonna see them tomorrow. But today we're gonna make our trek to our location closer to our final destination. We're going to, I think, a little campground, and it's somewhere over in Illinois. We haven't even made reservations or even called them, so we may be there or we may not be there.
We actually need to be in a Walmart parking lot going in and buying the stuff we forgot.
Yeah, we forgot a lot of stuff. Just a lot of little stuff, but nonetheless, we forgot it. As far as where we're going to, you guys were asking, and we never did tell you. I don't know what the place is called. Edge O Dells.
Yeah.
Wisconsin Dells. It's in Wisconsin, and never been there. It's an adult campground. after the kids are in school, or
April to October.
oh, April to October it's adult, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
So November to March is you can bring your kids.
which I don't think any of us have kids anyways that's going to be up there right now.
They
right-
won't let you in.
Right now, I don't think
21
anybody.
and over.
I don't think any of our group has kids. Is what I'm saying. We're going to meet up with a few other couples up there. We're going to see who can make it, when they can make it, and we'll fill you in then. But we're going to go inside and venture around, and then head back towards the RV. So we'll pick it up here briefly. We wandered over to the fuel station in the diesel area because there was a gas pump. I was trying to use my Gas Buddy discount card, but damn keypad don't work on the thing pump here. But we are going to be heading, like I said, to a campground over in Illinois. I don't know. We've got a few hours worth of driving, but it's not too bad. We will pick it up a little bit later, and if we run into anything along the way. How do you feel about the trip so far?
Good.
Yeah, it's been a pretty easy trip. I've said I'm not power driving, which is kind of odd. Normally I'm power driving. So let's head out. We've crossed over into Indiana, and we're on their turnpike. I mean, we paid money to be on this road. Come on, Indiana. This is bumpy.
Get with the program.
Yeah, get with the program. I always talk bad about Ohio, but their turnpike is not anything like this bumpy road. I don't get it. I really don't get it. If you're going to leave it this bumpy, then don't charge us to be on it. That's what I say. That's all. I wanted to rant about that. We're still heading out. It's still early in the morning, and yeah, we may be where we need to go to by noon. That'll be nice. All right, guys, so we're stopped somewhere in Illinois. I'm not exactly sure where. I didn't need to use the restroom. The traffic finally got lightened up. There was a lot of traffic going the opposite direction. I mean, it was backed up for miles. But the traffic lightened up. This looks like a nice, easy exit to get off at, so we did. And we're having lunch. We just pulled into a Burger King parking lot. Heidi ran in because the only thing we have is frozen water. So Heidi ran in to get a tea. And I want to sit here and have lunch and then head on down the road a little bit further. The temperature is pretty decent. As far as driving, it's comfortable in the truck. If we're above 70, or I should say if we're above 60 miles an hour, the air that's coming in is pretty comfortable to where we don't have to run the air conditioning in the truck. However, you know, if we're below that, we're running the air. Like through all that traffic, we ran the air conditioning. And I don't think the truck's getting the best gas mileage. I think that I might have to look at maybe my air filter. I haven't looked at that forever. And maybe spark plugs, because it's been a long time since I changed my spark plugs too. So yeah, the gas mileage is not where I'd like it to be. So I'm going to put some gas in the truck while we're here, because the gas station is actually across the street here. And then we're going to get back on the road and head towards a campground. We haven't even called them or anything, so I don't even know if we're going to stay there, but the place is called Cozy Corner Campground. It just looked like a nice place out of the way, and give us a chance to hang out for the day. One of the things that we noticed on our drive was a lot of motorcycles. Lots and lots of motorcycles. And I told Heidi, I said, there is no way there's this many motorcycles on the road that are Harleys and trailers that have Harley Davidson written on them without Sturgis being involved. And she looked it up. She goes, yeah, Sturgis is this weekend. So that's where they're all going to. Not us. We'll be heading, like I said, to this campground, and then tomorrow we'll be heading to Wisconsin. Well, YouTube, this is our campground for the night. We already found a spot, and it's kind of out of the way. You gotta kind of pay attention when you make reservations,
25th Road,
because there's a chance that they don't have a spot. But since we had a small RV, he said we definitely could get into a spot here. Which I don't know why that would be the case, because the spot that he got us in is pretty darn big. Maybe it's the way we had to back in possibly, but it's just here on the left, and we're near all these state parks. But
arriving at 805 North 25th Road on the left.
There you go, 805 North 25th Road, and there's the RV. Like I said, this was a good choice. It's $35 for the night, full hookup. The guy's extremely nice, and he pretty much gave us the lowdown on all these people. Some of them are permanent, some of them aren't, and we like this spot. It's quiet. There's a lot of wind here. It's just, he said the wind's always blowing here, and I can believe it. So this is it. This is where we're at.